and welcome, ma'am, as always. Let me just start with the grim. Your reaction to all these events, massacres in Australia, and the events in Brown University. Did you have a thought on that? I said, Sarah Sanders, we can't let the Grinch steal Christmas. Try as the evildoers might. Senator, what are you thinking?
And we have to address all of this anti-Semitic activity that has been taking place. I applaud President Trump for stepping up quickly on this. I think that when you look at Benjamin Netanyahu and the way he moved forward on this, I am pleased to see that. And Larry, you know, what we want to do is make certain that people have the ability to practice their faith. And how horrific that whether it was a little girl that was 10 years old or a Holocaust survivor, they lost their lives because they had gone to celebrate Hanukkah.
I know. It's just not, it's almost unspeakable. I mean, it's just unmentionable. I know. You've taken steps, though, yourself, with respect to Tennessee and nationwide. I mean, you've been strong on crime, strong on law and order.
Yes.
Even you've got the Memphis Safe Task Force and so forth. Tell us a little bit about that, because I agree with you, and I agree with Governor Sarah Sanders. You know, we have to be compassionate, but we have to be tough. We have to deal with these criminals, and we have to deal with these attitudes and coddling of anti-Semitism and things of that sort. The way Trump went after DEI for these elite colleges, we have to do it federally, and we have to do it at the local level too, don't we, ma'am?
We do indeed, and I always find it so interesting that people say, oh, it's compassionate to have illegal immigration. Oh, it's compassionate when you have this, that, or the other. What we have to think about is compassion for these victims, whether it was the October 7th massacre or whether it's people that are harmed by these crimes that take place in their communities. And Larry, one of the things we have seen in Memphis is President Trump, A.G. Bondi, Kash Patel, who have made such a commitment to fight crime. And in Memphis, you have a mayor and a police chief that are working with the over 20 federal agencies, the National Guard, Highway Patrol, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, and they have made over 4,000 arrests, criminals that have been taken off the streets and put in jail. They have recovered over 600 illegal firearms. They have rescued 123 missing children. And I think Memphis is going to go from being one of the most dangerous cities in the country to being one of the safest. And I also think that Memphis is going to show you, they're going to be the model for how to beat the crime problems in some of our cities.
Let me switch, come back to Washington, D.C. Hate to do it, but I got to do it. The big healthcare debate going on. And I keep asking people, one of the reforms, I mean, we want accountability, we want transparency, we want the individual to be the recipient. Those are very good principles. But I've often wondered down through the years, why can't we sell interstate health insurance? I mean, it's been around. This is not a new idea. You and I have talked about this for years, along with some others in the House and the Senate. Why can't we sell interstate health insurance? It would go a long way towards better competition, I think, and lower costs.
Of course it would. It would help to get the cost of health insurance down. If you have a policy and then you move across the state line, you don't want to be forced to change your health insurance. But right now, under the laws, you are forced to change that health insurance. So then you end up with the single state blues and policies like that. And you're exactly right. The cost goes up. That is why I have once again filed my bill that allows a cross-state line purchase of health insurance. It is something that is doable. It would allow you to have portability on your insurance or your health savings plan, a health savings account. And we want people to be able to have those options. But across state line purchase and health savings accounts, that gives you more choice, more options, and more control. If you like your doctor, if you like your health insurance, you can keep it. And it makes all the sense in the world.
I remember that first time that was used. I remember that very well. If you like your health insurance, you can keep it. No, you can't, but you'd like to restore it. Just the last one. Yes. I hate to even ask it. Can you get a bill through by the end of the year? What's going to happen with the health debate?
We have our proposal that is out there. We would love to have Democrats come and join us because it would allow people in those bronze tiered plans to opt for a health savings account and allow the money to go directly into that health savings account with that individual's name on that account. Then they could buy the insurance they want at a price they can afford.
All right. Well, you're welcome, Democrats. All I'll say is Merry Christmas, Senator Blackburn. Merry Christmas.
You got it. Merry Christmas, Larry.
Take care. All right.